you want to grow and change, you have to adopt an open mindset. So I know it's day 3, I know everybody's tired, everybody's been working like crazy, you might be exhausted, but I thought let's start this class a little bit differently. It's sort of a little breathing. So, 1 second, my computer's jumping around. Close your eyes for a second with me. Close your eyes. Trust me. You're going to take one really big, deep in-breath through the nose. Breathe in. Hold it at the top. Open your mouth and sigh out. I love that. You got great class participation. We're going to do it 2 more times. Big in-breath through the nose. On this next one, when you breathe out, I want you to let go of something that doesn't serve you, something that you don't need. So big breath in. Hold it at the top. And release what doesn't serve you. Awesome. I love that. Everybody feel a little bit different through that? Just kind of get in the present moment about what's possible, because really, that's where we live. We live in the present moment. What's going on today? And what's possible in our future really is about what we think about. So we are what we think about. We think positive thoughts, and there are positive things that are going to happen. So that's a quick 60-second stress reset. And I really appreciate you guys giving that a try. So I get this question all the time. How did I go from Pittsburgh Steeler to makeup? It's not really a straight line. And there were a lot of twists and turns in between the way I went from Steelers to investment banking, corporate finance, real estate development. And 20 years ago started Chella. And it really starts a little bit with my story about intention, transformation, and manifestation. So when I was in the 3rd grade, I would watch football every day with my every Sunday with my dad, watch the Rams play. I told him one day, I'm going to play pro football. And he was very positive and encouraging. He said, go for it. So I went out for pop water, and you don't really go out, you just show up at a garage and they put some pads on you and a helmet. And I still had that magical kid thinking like, oh my gosh, I feel like Superman. I have pads and a helmet, I can't get hurt. Smack the first time you knock down, and go, oh, those are just pads and a helmet. But it was that moment of setting an intention, that moment of how I felt, the emotion, the transformation. And then the manifestation was, I told myself every day I was going to be able to do it. Every day I was going to be able to do it. I don't know, it was 8 or 9 years later, I ended up being the 2nd pick in the draft and starting heading into rookie. But how does that get to cosmetics? So during that period of time, I was around the 4th or 5th grade, my parents got divorced. It was amicable, they got along. But I spent time living with both. And for a period of time with my mom, single mom, 2 kids, 2 jobs, and an apartment, and it wasn't happening for her. And she said, I'm not doing this anymore. And she set an intention. And I watched her set the intention. I watched her transform. And 10 years later, she manifested a new future and didn't have to work anymore. She created her own business empire and retired. And that was also without a college education or degree. She didn't graduate high school, but there's such a parallel to Gina's story. I was so moved by listening to Gina's story. So I think makeup in some ways is that mask, it's that helmet, it's those pads. And do you remember the first time you put makeup on, or the very first time you felt maybe more beautiful than you ever felt? Because it was the first time you did it. I'm seeing some heads nod up and down here. And that's because you created your own transformation. I think the subconscious driver for me was I wanted to empower people. I wanted to empower women to be able to have that moment of intention and transformation and then manifest a new future for themselves. I think what's really cool about that is that it's possible for anybody. It's possible for everybody. And then you get to the point where you realize, with or without the makeup, you are and have always been this beautiful person. So we're going to talk a little bit today about how you can shape your success with beautiful brows and eyes. And I have 2 incredible women on stage with me. Chella Parks, our National Training Director, Sarah Siegel, our Director of Sales, and they're going to talk you through this incredible opportunity about what Chella can do for your brows, for your business. And let me turn it over to you 2 ladies.
Thank you, Chris. Never tire of hearing his story about the inspiration behind the brand. He's our fearless leader. He's the only male in our company with a bunch of women, which is like very difficult at times for him. But I really wanted to ask you right now and here, what is your relationship with your brows? My relationship with my brows has been definitely a journey of growth and new identity. I over-plucked my brows in the 90s. I had super thin brows when I came to Chella, and that was what I loved. But then somebody had to show me, Kayla, how brows can make such a big difference on my face and kind of how I looked and, just transformed the way that, my appearance came across. So what is your relationship with your brows? Is it divorced, separated? Any answers? It's a journey. Anybody? Do you have any answers? Shout out one word. Just
We are
one
giving
word.
away products too for anyone who
Yeah.
answers. So
Happily married.
Lovely, married, lovely.
anyone else?
Anybody else?
Anyone else have brown hair?
Try
No more fluffy brows.
I'm going to hand that to her right now.
No, I'll pick it up.
You pick it up, okay, you're good. So sorry.
No, I'm basically living.
Well, so, definitely brows can make such a big difference on our faces and our clients' faces. Chella is all about a natural enhancement. It's really working with what your client and yourself already possess. It can be done on a bare face, and it can be obviously just done for a makeup look, but it can definitely transform the way that we feel and how we go out and interact in the world. We are a clean beauty line. All of our products are paraben, gluten-free, vegan, and cruelty-free. We are EU certified and approved, so our formulations are of the stringent standards. And what we believe at Chella is just really naturally enhanced. So, yeah, do you want to add anything to that, Kelly?
I think you did great.
Okay. We really see this as a the brows are utilized as a service integration, and it's resulting in a retail sale. So that's what we're going to walk you through today.
Yeah, I think we're ready for a demo. We're going to do a quick little hot rod.
And so we would love to give away to any of you that want to answer a question.
So show of hands, who is currently using brow products? Who's filling in naked brows? A couple of us. What are we using?
Honest positive, I really helped.
Okay, a pencil.
Yes.
Okay, good. Anyone else? The same? Okay. Perfect. Okay, so there's so many products on the market, and some of the stuff that really sets Chella apart is that this can be done in your services too. So instead of sending your clients off to bigger stores to purchase products like those, you're able to retail them yourself, and they are clean. So they're vegan, cruelty-free, like Sarah just mentioned. So I have worked for Chella for 12 years, and my favorite thing about this industry is I'm a professional makeup artist, and I love to make people feel good. So I love being able to do a transformation and show somebody really the power of the brow. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off Jamie's brows. Thank you, Jamie, for being our model today. So Jamie, do you currently have product on your brows? Okay. Good. And what do you usually like to do to your brows? Do you like to make them more natural or more dramatic? What do you like?
More natural.
Okay.
Just kind of, I even use products just to control it.
Okay.
Keep it
Right. So those are some great questions to be asking as you're doing the brows. Is what do they normally like to do to the brow? How do they like to fill it in? What's their style? Most people say more natural, but you do get a few people who like a little bit more bold, so it's good to get to know your clients. And it only takes 60 seconds to do a brow fill. So are any of us currently doing brow services?
Yes.
Good. Anyone else? A couple of us? Okay, good. Are any of us, how many of us are hairstylists? A few of us, okay. Estheticians? A few. Okay, good. Make sure you're in here. So this can be done after any service. If you just wax the brows, you can do a brow fill. It won't irritate the skin. It's really natural. If you've done a hair service, oftentimes you need to do a quick brow enhancement because they need to update their brow routine too. So it only takes you a couple seconds to do. It's very easy to work with. And then we are going to go ahead and start with that brow fill. So it's going to take 60 seconds. You can either use our Chella eyebrow cream or our eyebrow pencil. There's two different products. And I always start with brushing the brow hairs up. And this pencil, it has a built-in spoolie. It's very precise. We're going to brush these little brow hairs up and turn it a little bit this way to the camera. Perfect. So we're brushing the hairs up. And are we able to do the close-up camera so they can all see the audience too on the screen? There we go.
Other one.
Thank you. So we're doing short hair-like strokes. Looks very natural. It's just an enhancement. We're not here to make our brows darker or too dramatic. It should be nice and natural. So they're great antioxidant properties to them. And then we also have another system, which is our How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps, which I will show you next. And then does anyone know where the darkest part of the brow should be? Yep, midsection, the arch to tail. So many of our clients, they'll do the darkest part of the brow in the front. They don't know. They don't know to do it in the arch to tail. And what a difference does it make? I know there's a trend right now on social media too called brow blindness, like we're blind of how our brows actually look. So wouldn't it be nice if we had someone to educate us so we don't have to go through that? Okay, and you have amazing brows, Jamie. So we're gonna lightly fade the front, again, short hair like strokes, using our built-in spoolie to evenly distribute the product. And you can imagine this in your services. You can imagine doing this after you've done a facial, or after you've done a hair service, or while they're getting their hair colored. You can do this quick 60-second brow fill. We look straight on so they can see that difference. So she has amazing brows, but you can see how we made it slightly fuller to lift the shape of her eye. It's just a natural, enhanced look. It can be done on bare face. It can be done after services. And now I'll show you our How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps. So I'm going to show you our eyebrow cream. And how this cream works is it has the cream on the bottom here, and you open it up, and then it's got the brush up top, and it has an airtight seal. And this cream is going to stay in place all day long, even in the Vegas heat, or even if you're in a humid climate, it really stays in place. And then we're again going to start in the darkest part of the brow. And we're going to do all 3 steps on her other brow. A little less. Perfect. So we're going to go short hair like strokes, starting in the darkest spot. This cream is super blendable, very wearable. I know, Sarah, you have somebody that wears in hot yoga, right?
Absolutely, yeah. This is a person that was doing hot yoga and her brows were not moving in class, and her teacher said, "What the heck have you got on your brows?" And she ended up buying a brow cream after this. So it really is that, has great staying power.
Amazing. Yeah, and it literally goes a long way with this product. So it has an airtight seal, so it's not going to dry out. So it's very different than what's already on the market, like pomades, because those ones tend to dry out. They go on really intense. This one goes on very natural, as long as you have a light hand, and it looks beautiful on the brow. I always recommend taking your brow dual blending brush and blending it out with the spoolie side to help evenly distribute the product. So you have 2 options. This is your 60-second brow fill that can be done after any service. Or if you have a little bit more time, you're able to do the full How to Brow in 3 Easy Steps, which I'm going to show you now, which is what I do on most of my clients. And this can actually be built into your menu, booked as an additional service, being able to show them all 3 steps. So we're going to do our clear brow gel next, which is phenomenal. It's got aloe in it. It's very hydrating. It's not going to get crispy or flaky. It's going to look very natural on the brows. And it's one of my favorite products. Chris, you wear this product, right?
From time to time.
So it's good for your male clientele too, because it's clear. And then we're going to finish with a highlighter pencil. Does anybody in here highlight their brows?
Yes.
You do it all, don't you? Amazing. So we're going to highlight our brows. And this is what most clients are like, I can never get this look at home. I can't do what they're doing on social media. This is it. I see her nodding her head. She's like, this is it. Yes. Highlighter is everything. So we're going to start right below this arch to tail. Apply a little bit right there and blend that in. And this transforms the brow. And then this highlighter has some great ingredients in it as well, like Candelilla Sera, so it's super blendable. It's got jojoba, it's very hydrating and nourishing to the skin, and it can be used anywhere on the face. We also have a shimmer version. Sarah, are you wearing the shimmer?
Obsessed. I wear it on the inside corner of the eye. It can be worn on the cheekbone. It can be worn underneath the brow bone as well. The highlighters are also they are creamy. They're very blendable. They're very multifunctional.
Yes. So look at that. That's so amazing. It looks stunning on her. It's a really great transformation being able to do somebody's brows as a natural enhancement. It also sets you apart in the industry. You're able to do a quick brow touch-up. They're going to remember that. And now when we finish this, she's going to ask me most likely, oh my gosh, what did you use on my brows? And we're able to show her her kit. But let's show her this before and after. So now she can see it.
Oh my gosh, what did you do?
Great job. Amazing. Yeah, we use a customized How to Brow kit where it has all the products products that she needs in there with step-by-step instructions. So now your client knows exactly what you did. You're able to show her. I normally do one side first and then show her the before and after, and then I'll do the other side with her watching me, just so that she really understands it before she leaves. And then I'm able to offer her the custom kit, and she's able to purchase that with the built-in savings too. So it's a really awesome option.
Lovely, yeah. You know, I think it'd be wonderful if Jamie wouldn't mind if we could demonstrate that eyelash curler.
Yes. Sure. Okay, so has anyone, who curls their lashes? Tell me, to be honest. Who's using a crimper to curl their lash? Okay. Thank you for the honesty. So crimpers, they pinch your eyes, they can break and damage your lashes, and it's such a pain point for so many people. And if you have the opportunity to show them this heated eyelash curler, they're like, I've never seen this before, it's the best tool I've ever had. I need 3 because I need one for my sister, my mom, and everybody I know. So we love this curler. It's completely safe, non-damaging. It's powered, it's USB chargeable, so you're able to charge it up easily. And it has 3 different heat settings. So you'll see the lights go from 1 to 2 to 3. And you apply mascara first, and then curl your lashes. So it's really cool, it's very unique, it's actually gone viral on social media, on TikTok. Our traditional one has over 10 million views because people love it so much. And now your lashes will not get split ends. It doesn't work that way. So I'll have you put your chin up and look down. Perfect. So I just lightly, turn your head a little bit this way. I just lightly lift the lid. She's wearing mascara already. We capture, roll, and hold it there for about 3 to 5 seconds. And this pairs with almost every mascara as long as it's not tubing or fiber. And then we also love it with our Chella mascara, which is ophthalmologist and dermatologist tested. So good for sensitive eyes. Yeah, this is amazing on you. You got good lashes too, Gina.
I just used this with Hannah yesterday for Gina's GlamJam. She just came over to the booth, one of the staff.
Yeah. Looks so good. Maybe look to this side. It look down a little. So it's hard to see on camera, but it really does give a really nice curl to the lashes. It really lifts them. You can definitely tell in person. Go ahead and look in the mirror. And see that curl it gives you? Yeah. It really lifts the eyes, opens them up. It's a really powerful transformation. Apply mascara first and then curl the lashes with this. And it's a great tool, and it only takes like 60 seconds to demo.
Is it fine to use it without mascara?
You can use it without mascara. I will say I get the best results with mascara, but it's absolutely safe without mascara. Yes.
Or in the with gym sets? For example, I use heated curlers to set my lash lifts or to set my brow laminations.
Yeah.
So or can I use this and then they can put mascara on after?
I believe so. I haven't tested it myself. So good question though. I'll have to look into that. And then if it's just a heated curler, if you just need the heat, I don't see why not. So good question. A couple other questions we get with this is lash extensions. You can use it with lash extensions. We recommend not holding it there, but just brushing it through just to kind of react to get that curl in them. Can use it with false lashes that you apply yourself. You can, again, don't hold it on them because they're synthetic. You just want to brush it through. Any other questions? Okay, and we're going to pass around a couple products for you all to be able to see too. I'll pass around the kit I used on her as well as some testers so you can play with some stuff.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And I think right now we're going to go into impact on your business and what this means to your business. We're going to turn that over to Sarah.
Thank you, Jamie.
Round of applause for Jamie.
Yeah, thank
Great job.
That moment that Kayla just created with Jamie can be a wonderful surprise for your clients. When your clients come to see you, they're coming to you for a reason. They're coming to you for hair, they're coming to you for facial, they're coming to you for waxing. So to offer a complimentary enhancement, a brow fill, you can just use one product, or you could use the 3 that we just showed you. Can definitely transform the way that your business profits with a retail integration. So, can you ask yourself this question right now? Do you have a retail plan in place? Do you focus on retail in your business, or are you very much service driven? Does anyone want to answer or put their hand up or anything? If you have, do you have a retail plan in place? A show of hands. Okay, great. And if you don't, is there any reason why you don't? What is the biggest reason that you don't have a retail plan in place?
I'm a massage therapist, so I'm always trying to look for something that is gonna help me to do the retail, so
Yeah.
I'm looking at, her products at the end, if I put that, probably it will look very different and relaxed, so maybe it will be helpful.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Great
love,
idea.
Love to hear that. And also sometimes it's about money. It's about not committing to a brand with the openings that some brands require. We do work with you as an individual professional. We don't have any minimums. So the impact that this can have on your business is that when it is communicated to the client and when it is integrated on your, in your services, the client knows what to expect when they come to you. And they are actually given something that they can incorporate in their everyday brow routine.
And if we can go to the slides real quick. Thank you.
We do offer full support account and training. We don't, you don't have to be a makeup artist to be able to do this. So anybody can do this.
Thank you, Sarah. I'm just going to go over kind of an activation plan idea, some things to consider. That was such a great question from the massage therapist. Thank you so much for sharing that. So kind of in the service, how do you want your customers to feel like before they leave your business? If you make them feel and look better and you give them that complimentary brow fill or that complimentary lash curl, there's this law of reciprocity. They're going to feel good about the way you made them look and feel. And that's when that conversation can begin. So we want it to be very organic. We're starting with really the emotional quotient first. Let's make your customers feel and look their best before they leave. And then they come to expect that. There was a customer who shared with us the other day that because they're doing a complimentary brow fill at the end of every service, that customer is coming in every 2 weeks just because she's in the neighborhood and says, hey, can I get my brow fill? Well, of course, that leads to more appointments, more referrals, and more chances to show her what you have in your business that might be beneficial to her. So, please.
Yeah, and I really feel that, working with all the industry professionals that we do all over the world is that they cannot, and we cannot as an industry survive with services alone. And I think COVID definitely taught us more about that. So this is kind of where this comes in.
Such a great point, Sarah. There's a McKinsey report that did an analysis of the entire industry, basically said, for you to be able to thrive and survive, you really have to have a retail plan and integration of some kind. And we really think it starts with making them look and feel their best on the way out. So you can incorporate this into facials, into blow dries, into cut and color, at the wash basin, any part of the business. After a massage, set them up and say, we have a complimentary brow fill today that you qualify for. We'd love to give it to your brows. Or a lash curl, you have the choice. Or we'll do both ways. Only takes a couple of minutes and it really changes that dynamic. So the idea is, if you do that 4 or 5 times a day, you're going to sell 1 or 2 products. And our average transaction is about $45 a transaction on any of our display sets. So the heated eyelash curler is $37, mascara is $25, that's $62. They buy one, they buy the other, buy them both. At the end of the day, we average up to about $45. So if you say to yourself, well, I have this goal, I'm gonna demonstrate enough until I sell 1 a day. That's $45 times 26 days. That gets you to $1,100 in new revenue a month. That gets you to $14,000 a year in new revenue. And that's if you do it once a day. So it really, the possibilities are endless. We have spas and salons that we assign. Okay, let me go forward. This is our other activation plan. So the first one was really, let's put this beautiful display up someplace near your cash rep where they can see it and you can offer it. Then if you're going to do the complimentary brow fills, we have our standard retail display, which I'm going to walk over here. It's in the picture, but if they want to film it, it's that one right there. And that's how you're going to be able to have your testers do the quick brow fill, and then they see the product, and if the product's behind the testers, 30% increase in sales just by having retail together with testers.
Yeah, I have some live examples of this too. I have a couple of accounts I wanted to share. I've got an account that is mainly hair, and they had 2 girls that were washing everybody's hair at the basin, and there were the 2 girls on the team that weren't really hitting any kind of numbers on the board compared to everybody else in the business. And so we created a little tester block that the girls could use at the shampoo basin, And they started touching up brows, they started giving a little gel lift, they started giving a little fill. Now they're on that leaderboard every single week. Now that client at the wash basin is getting an additional service that they weren't really expecting. So, and then there's another account in New York and New Jersey that we have where when the client comes in, they get their coffee with their name written on it, they get a hand massage, and then they also get a little brow fill. So they've kind of built out an enhancement service menu within their business and are seeing so much more client satisfaction, bigger smiles when the client leaves, and retail in their business has gone up just by doing that. They're not selling, they're not pushing, they're just giving those, experiences to the client.
That's such a beautiful share, Sarah. And it helps you differentiate your business. There's competition out there. There's another person down the hall, there's another person down the street. How can you make that visit special? That's one of those beautiful ways to be able to do that. And that's the wash basin display that we created because we were listening to our customers and said, hey, we need this other kind of display near the wash basin that's tiny and small, but we can still operate out of it. And this, I'm going to go back one. This is what we use in a massage room or a facial room, where facials would complete the facial. You're sending them out with beautiful skin that's glowing, but they're naked with makeup. They're going back into the locker room and they're grabbing the brow pencil and they're putting something on. So this is a great opportunity to make them feel and look their best, and they get an important buy a product.
Talk about undercover boss with Gina. We had actually a very large chain that we work with, and one of the upper management people started hiding in the locker room to kind of see what the customers were doing when they were coming in there, and they were filling in their brows. And she shared that with her team and said, look, we're asking you as a team to fill in the brows before the client leaves. If you're not doing that, that's a disservice. So it's just, another little live example.
How many of us have to fill in our brows every day? So, right? So maybe wouldn't it be nice if we just got a facial and our brows were put on so we could actually run our errand afterwards? Yeah.
All the assets that you need are there. We have these really cool, please enjoy a complimentary brow fill cards. So when they come in, you don't even have to ask the question. The question is spoken. On the other side of that card, it says, what's your relationship with your brows, which is a great icebreaker. We love it. And then Shell talkers and ways to talk about the business. Incredible pro reviews. Sarah and Kayla are out there, along with the rest of our sales team, just really winning hearts and minds and helping people grow their business and create a retail plan.
Yeah, I have a Christina, she's one of my newest partners. She's just a single operator, an older lady that actually has been in the business forever and never really retailed any products until we met. And this is her review. She says, I'm amazed at what I've overlooked for so long, brows. I use the product from the kit. When I demonstrate how to use it, the kit flies off the shelf. And she's a really good, solid partner for us because she is doing what we are, brainstorming and collaborating with her on.
The easiest thing about makeup and about selling retail is demonstrating the products. If I had one piece of advice as we wrap up today, if you demonstrate products, they sell. And if you don't, they sit there on the shelf and collect dust. So be brave, adopt an open mindset, try something new. Anything and everything is possible with your creative genius, with your energy, with your positive thinking. You can make this happen. We have all the guides and education and videos and training. We're set up to do lives with webinars with you, with your team, whenever you or your team need it. And we're just beyond honored to be able to partner with Gina. We're going to be on Gina's platform. We're actually on Gina's platform, so we're super excited about that. And really want to let you know that we're here to support you with our team and wish you the best in your future business.
Before we close out, does anybody have any questions? Any thoughts that are coming to mind as you're listening to us speak today?
How many colors do you have?
We have 9 shades. We have 9 shades in the cream, and then we have 9 shades in the pencil. So we've got everything from beautiful blonde up to elegant ebony. We even have a graceful gray that is actually our #1 selling color in the UK right now. So we have everything. We have even an Austin Auburn as well. And then we also have 6 highlighter shades. We have 4 mattes and 2 shimmers.
How much is the whole collection for this side when you were showing?
We'd love to discuss that with you at the booth.
Oh,
We can go over our openings, our specials, and all the price points with you.
Sure.
Love to discuss what your needs are.
And for the TV audience or something, please hold that just for 1 second. For the TV audience, we have a special that will keep going for the next 30 days. That if you come in and order, you're going to get an additional 10% off of any opening order, because I know they're filming this and going to share it with the audience. So we want to let you know that we're going to keep that alive until the end of July. Please, go ahead with your question.
What's in the brow gel? Because I do brow laminations and stuff, so I'm always looking for something that also nourishes the brows afterwards.
Yeah.
So what's in it?
Okay, so it's a water-based brow gel. It is clear and it has aloe in it. So it's got some hydration there, which is great for after lamination. So it does have a little bit of hydration, but the biggest thing about it, it's not gonna get crispy or flaky. And if you are doing brow laminations, they need a brow gel. They need one, and they need one that's not gonna flake on them, right? Because the lamination is great, but it doesn't hold them up all day. So you need a lightweight brow gel they can toss in their bag, have on the go, and it retails, I believe, for $20, so $20 or $25.
Please.
Are the mascaras waterproof or non-waterproof?
Water resistant.
And then the heated eyelash curler, is it just like USB rechargeable?
Yes, we got two. We got one USB chargeable and then one that's battery operated. I
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you know what batteries it takes?
think it's a AAA.
Yes.
And our mascaras actually have some great care ingredients too, like argan oil, and they're very nourishing and hydrating. And I will tell you, I have the most sensitive eyes. I actually get like eczema on my eyelids, and I couldn't use mascaras for so long until I tried ours. So we get those kind of reviews all the time because people really are looking for a clean mascara that still gives volume and like, they also come in like burgundy, blue, brown, and black of course, but kind of fun.
So would you say the brow highlighter that you use is like more comparable to a concealer?
It's similar. A lot of people do use it as a concealer. It's not just for the brows. Like you could use it on your brow bone like I did today. You can also use it underneath your eyes as a concealer. Anywhere you want to bring a feature forward, you could use the highlighter. So it's great to keep on the go too. If you get like a little redness around your nose or something, it's perfect.
And you said that they have shimmer and
Shimmer and matte.
as well.
Yeah.
Shimmers and mattes, yeah. We'd love to see you after this. Oh, one more, sorry.
How much do your retail, display stuff for your?
We have a bunch of different options, and it's all printed out in our material, so please, right down the hall, 525, come see us right after this class, and we'll give you all the details. I am so grateful to Sarah and Kayla. These ladies did such an incredible job. Round of applause to them and to yourselves for showing up today.
We'd love to give one of you each a little gift before you leave to say thank you for attending, and we wish you an amazing, successful rest of the week. And we hope to be able to connect with you guys soon. Thank you for having us, and thank you for coming.
Thanks, Gina.